Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TARDIS Zone Live. We are now going to do Destiny of the Daleks Watchalong. So, what we'll do is we'll give you a few minutes to get you our Destiny of the Daleks together. I'm going to get our guest on, Rabbi from another planet, and then we're going to get started. We have fixed the issue, obviously, with the videos now, so it's actually all in one file, so that's pretty good. Don't mind Ted. He's just Cheryl's in the other room, so he's just a little bit upset. I've sent Rabbi the link now, so we'll just wait for him. But it's nice to have you all here this evening. I hope you checked out my video earlier on. If you haven't, please do check it out. It's worth watching. There's been a lot going on in this fandom lately, and I think it's time to start addressing some of those things. But tonight, myself and Rabbi, we were going to do the time machine, but we forgot to actually. I actually forgot to say it to Rabbi before we finished the last stream. To have it ready, but tried to find it there, but we couldn't. So he fixed Destiny anyway. So we're gonna do that. And here he is, our guest for this evening, Rabbi from another planet. Welcome.
Hello, how are you? Good evening.
I'm good. I'm good. You're all cheerful as usual.
Well, it was just at the Sabbath finish. I had all my kids home, which is normally a nightmare, but they didn't try and kill each other or drive us to suicide. So, it's a pretty good day for us.
That's good. That's brilliant. Nice to hear. So we're just waiting on everybody to get their Destiny of the Daleks.
I'm trying to get mine all queued up as well. One second. Well, I was going to say, so listen, before we get into it, by the way, the time machine, I'm uploading it right now. It's supposed to be ready in 5 minutes. So we go either way you want.
Well, I've already put up there. I'll confuse people again if we don't do Destiny. I will just get Destiny done, and then we'll do, once the time machine is done, we'll obviously we'll do it then some other time. We'll get it done this week anyway. Well, next week or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be up there. Sorry, it's uploading there now anyway.
Yeah. So we'll get it done anyway. Did indeed know plank of the week. Yeah, if you haven't watched my stream, so basically, as you know, I'm running this educational series where I'm going to be calling out these little planks for their stupidity and educating them. So the first episode of Educating Planks was with Mr. TARDIS reviews. So if you haven't checked that out, please do so after.
Look, dude, I'm literally just coming out of not being in technology for 25 hours. Can you just give me an overview? What did you do? Tell me.
Well, basically, he put up a tweet to say that he couldn't understand what all the problem was with the fans with Paul Cornell. And he said that he had watched videos about people complaining about Paul Cornell. And basically, hold on, have I got the tweet there handy? Because I don't really want to get into this again, but I'll get the tweet up real quick and I'll show you. Because we dealt with it earlier, and I just, one episode per person. I just don't want to be talking about them again, but I'll just show you this. Where is it? Where am I? Where am I gone? Where's me? Oh, damn. There, here we go. Right, so this is, where is it? Oh, I'll have to go back up. Right, so he wrote, why are fans angry at Paul Cornell? Seriously, I'm reading arguments and watching videos, but there's not a single coherent thought or reason other than he blocked me on Twitter. These people just want to be angry. They literally don't even need a reason. It's a self-pity cycle. So I actually...
I mean, did he listen to the reason? The reason's very simple.
Listen, he's a plank, so that's why I decided to set up this series of streams called Educating Planks. There's the playlist is there now. The first video, as I said, is Mr. Carter's reviews. Go and check it out. But we're here for Destiny anyway, so we'll forget about him because I've already addressed it. I'll tell you what, the next time we do a different stream that isn't a watch along, we'll briefly touch on it again. But for now, I gave him his time, and that's all the time he's getting. So
let me ask you a question. What was it the 6th? I happened to catch the trailer for Go on the Fireplace, and I saw this on the 6th on the watch along. I was like, oh man, that's such a good episode. Are you totally out? Because I'll do it on my channel if you're not going to do a watch along.
No, I'm not doing the girl in the fireplace now.
Okay. Oh, such a great episode. Kills me.
No, I'm not supporting the tweet alongs until they do a classic one.
It's one of my favorites.
I know. Well, you could do it with Rabbi if you want to. I'm not
Cheryl, do you want to come on my channel?
There you go.
Maybe. When is
You're
it?
totally welcome. You're always welcome.
When is it? When is this happening?
It's on the 6th, which is what, Wednesday, I think?
Wednesday. There you go.
Wednesday at 7.
I will make a decision tomorrow and let you know.
Okay, well, you can make a decision on Wednesday as well. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't.
Yeah, I was going to contact you. Yeah, you can come on too.
Right, let's get ready. I'm putting my earphones in now so we don't get any copyright claims and all that crap.
Oh, let me turn the sound down. Hang on, mate.
We've got to make sure the sound is down or I will get copyrighted, and I can't if I get another claim now, that's it, the channel's down. So, and if the channel goes down, I'll go bloody mental.
That would not be good.
No, it will not be good. You're right. I will absolutely flip a lid. These idiots are just waiting on an excuse.
I do get that feeling. That is correct. So, did anything else happen over the last day that I missed?
Just people. It's just a Paul. Well, Philip Morris has been under attack. He's been trying to push actually the classic watch-alongs. Now, again, I don't really want to get into this now because I want to kind of like deal with these issues separately to these streams. I want to keep these strictly on what we're doing. But let's just say there's been a bit of a fallout of the whole Paul Cornell thing, and then there's been other stuff happening, different threads, people that haven't been really necessarily talking in the fandom that much have suddenly reappeared, and I reckon something big is going down anyway, to be honest with you. It's the only reason why these people are making a reappearance, if I'm honest.
Like again, you got to fill me in. What people?
Well, I don't want to do it. Being honest.
Okay, I don't know any of this stuff.
Listen,
though.
on Monday, we'll do. I'll bring it on Monday, and I'll fill you on Monday. I'm not doing it now. I don't want to. I've already given that gobshite oxygen today. I'm not giving any more of them any oxygen today. I'm done. I will tell you tomorrow. We will do a stream on it tomorrow. I'll bring you on and I'll fill you in on the rest. Okay. I just want to concentrate on this because I flipped over this because I couldn't watch it. Now that we have it, I actually want to do it because it's an hour and 40 minutes. So we have to get it going.
Okay.
Because, you'll be going to bed and then,
I do like going to bed. One of my favorite.
You do like your bed, so we can't.
I do like my bed. I have to tell you,
we can't disturb Rabbi from his bed.
So. I do like. Yes.
Yeah. I like me sleep too, so I understand it. Right, just gonna get my phone on charge so I don't run out of battery power while we're doing this, and I hope everybody has their copy ready to go. So we're finally doing the Destiny of the Daleks. So
Days in the making.
So we'll do this. This should be interesting to see what people have to say in the comments while we're watching as well. And don't forget to comment as well. Let us know. Let us know what you think of the episode and the particular story, I should say. Right. I'll just get the other earphone in. And oh yeah, his ball is up on top of the because I put it up there. Right, I'm ready to go anyway. So are we all ready in the chat? But we will, Rabbi, don't worry, I'll bring you on tomorrow and we will talk about it tomorrow. I just don't want to do it now because I gave it enough oxygen today. But there's
no problem.
All I'll just say is that certain people like Ben Cook and Crystal D have kind of made a reappearance.
Oh God, Crystal was so annoying.
Right? Yeah. Well, they're piping back up again. So there's something going on. I know there is because when they pipe up like that, there's something about to happen. There's another bomb going to be dropped. I'm telling you. But we'll get into it and I'll show you what's going on anyway. And stuff.
Did you read the what's good that thing in Doctor Who magazine?
No, I haven't read that yet. The stuff that you sent me.
Yeah, no, the interview with between Moffat
and Moffat. No, I've only read little brief.
It's interesting. It's yeah, the stuff you wouldn't expect a lot of the time. Like Moffat was not it wasn't easy for him to start watching the new Doctor Who, like somebody else take over. So like we'll talk about it tomorrow, but it's got to put him into a really interesting mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, I will because I wanna have a look at, and I actually want to kind of have a look at what Chris Chibnall said as well. So I will take a look at it. I just can't be arsed right now because I'm still not okay, but we're getting there. Right, Destiny, is everybody ready? Last time I'm gonna ask. We're 13 minutes in now, so I don't want to because it isn't fair because Rabbi is 2 hours ahead of us, so. I want to get this done as soon as so we can get Rabbi off to his beauty sleep, because I know what that feels like, when you need your beauty sleep. But that's why Rabbi is like me, probably drinks about 15 coffees a bloody day. I mean, what's that third bag of coffee in a week now you're at to buy me? Yeah. The third bag.
I haven't had enough coffee yet today.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I do normally have coffee in the morning, and if I'm doing a stream at night, I'll want to come on so I can be awake.
Right, Rabbi. Now I've seen that you've put the 4 episodes together. Are they at the end of each episode? Are we going to get the cliffhanger and then it just goes straight on to the next episode?
Yeah. Just like press pause.
Right. Well, then what we'll do is at the end of the second episode, we will pause it, take a 5-minute break for you to go and get a drink or whatever, or for other people if they haven't joined and want to join in the last 2 parts. That's the way we do it anyway. So, Rabbi, you can do the countdown. I'm ready to go. I have it ready. I just need
Okie dokie. Fine. So let's get going. Okay, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
I knew that was going to happen. See?
We should be okay.
Watch if I get caught.
Fine. It wasn't the whole thing.
Yeah, you got it was a couple of seconds. It was nothing. Destiny of the Daleks.
Yeah, Terry Nation.
This must be the first script he did for a long time. Yeah. Okay, so anybody not watching, we got Tom Baker repairing K9, which is an ongoing thing. Yeah, I get the feeling they got a lot of the stuff in at the plot from the Tomorrow's World office. They like nipped down there and got.
But the funny thing about it is he's getting K9 to cough and he's getting K9 to go, ah. So the doctor.
Right, where she regenerates. Right. So here's the question. Is it one or is it many? I think we've got to say it's many, right?
Yeah.
Now, were they dating yet by then, you think?
I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, she seems not to hate him at this point.
Yeah.
If you go forward to next year and watch State of Decay, there is just daggers coming out of Lala Ward's eyes.
Yeah.
Constantly.
This is funny where she starts trying. This is funny.
Yeah, this must be Douglas Adams, right? He'll script header on this season.
That's fun. Oh. Okay.
Looks like a good swimmer.
Yeah, exactly. No, thank you, says Tom Bacon. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. That's an eyesore. Oh.
This was like the I don't know, I think a bit too tall that time.
Yeah. I love it though. Too tall, take it away.
Right. This thing must have been written by Douglas Adams, right? This is
yeah,
very Asian. So what's this? This was season 17, right? Okay, so City of Death is this year as well.
So, do people like this episode, this story? What is our opinions on it? Right, so they've arrived now to this. What's it? They end up on the TARDIS dematerializes on a bit of a cliff or something, isn't it? A cliff edge.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a very Terry Nation-ish trope now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's either a landmine thing or a coal mine or not. You know, it's always something like that, a pit of some sort.
But I still say this costume Lala just walked in is like a feminized version of the Eighth Doctor, or the Fourth Doctor. I mean, really good, really works. They were really doing their best to phase K9 out by this point, weren't they?
Yeah. Tom Baker didn't like K9, if I'm correct in saying. I don't think he was a fan of K9.
Really? I mean, I think they're quite. I think he liked him when he was John Leeson. I think when they changed it to a different who was it? David. Oh, who they had him played? What's the name again? David. I can't remember it, but Bally. I can't remember whoever was the second one. He was never that happy with that. But Tom Baker was just never happy with any form of change.
Yeah. What was I going to say? How many of you is actually watching along with us in the actual chat?
Oh wow! Problem being his first Doctor Who memory. Mine's actually from the same season. The Horn of Nyman. Horns of Nyman, but it was a summer rerun of it when I was about 5, I think.
I have to say, I love the color of the TARDIS in this.
I was going to say, it's nice, isn't it? It's very resplendent.
Bright or something, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Just if anybody's watching with us, we're also we're watching the updated version. You
don't have the updated version, it doesn't matter, but I have to say the updated version, that TARDIS color just looked amazing.
Did they tweak it? They might have tweaked it.
I think they have. I think they've colorized it a little bit more. To be honest with you, it doesn't look.
They could have cleaned up the print a bit. That's very possible. Restoration team does great stuff.
I keep getting confused with me Dalek stories. Is this the one where the Doctor and Romana come across a kind of a burial thing happening, and they watch it, and then?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe. Well, this is the only Dalek story with the Fourth Doctor and Romana.
Yeah. Well, then I know the one. Yeah. Oh, it is and all. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that introduces the Mavelli.
Yeah. Face of Bo Andrew said he was 15 when he watched this. Gary Hewitt was 9. Wow, guys. I say this must have been amazing at the time. I say there was a lot of hype.
Right. This was Graham Williams last year, but I think John Nathan Turner was the production assistant on this one. I think it was pretty high up by that now, but you can sort of see his production style. You know, each producer has its own visual style. This looks very John Nathan Turner-ish to me. Although he was the producer for that's just the house style for the 10 years he was doing it.
Oh.
I remember this when I was a kid, seeing the speaking. I was like, that's cool.
Face of Bo Andrew says, I'm watching the original DVD. It's kind of grainy, LOL. Well, once you can see it, mate, that's, it is kind of a shame that these tweet-alongs, and I'm sorry, I don't actually buy the excuses. There's a lot of fans on Twitter and Facebook that have proudly showed them buying the animations or the box sets. So they're and they could very easily put a classic episode or a few classic episodes up on the BBC iPlayer. There is no excuse.
There really is. And also, all that will do is help them sell more copies of it.
I know.
Quite frankly.
I know. And it'd go a long way. It'd go a long way to actually, show the others, this side of the fandom, that they're willing to embrace us, because again, unfortunately, don't want to bring it up again, but it is something that me and Rabbi will be discussing. I mean, Emily has gone around now telling fans, not to be complaining and saying ignore the haters. But the only one that's hating is Paul Cornell, and there's been a backlash because of what he said. So,
I was just looking at a Twitter feed, and she put up this article from Fox, which I was going to do a video about tomorrow. But it's all the wrong arguments about fandom, about how fans are just angry and they want to reject anything that's new. No, this is the issue, which I tweeted back to her, but I doubt she'll see it. Is that when you have new areas of new people come into fandom, they want to fundamentally change it, and then they want to kick you out.
True.
Which is that's here. Well, you know what? We could all with the Doctor Who is a rainbow. There's enough there that everybody could be happy with it. We can all.
Andrew said yeah. Face of Bo, Andrew says this is the second time he's watching this week. So that's good to know.
Well, there you go.
Brilliant, man. Good stories. You'll always go back to them. Fair play to you, Andrew. Fair play. But that's, we get accused of not being Doctor Who fans. We're probably the most loyal to the show.
You know, you know how much of a crazy fan I was? I am. I buy a specific brand of deodorant because when you squirt it, it's a spray. It sounds like the Ice Warrior gun before it goes. The first bit, it sounds like that. That's why I buy deodorant, because I like the sound it makes.
Yeah, I do like the mirrored costume. Oh, there's the special effects now kicking in.
Yeah, they updated the Magellan's spaceship coming into land. Who was it that played like the Chief Magellan? It was some like the Suzanne Dennis. She was like this incredibly sexy like star at the time, like from Hot Gossip or something. Who was it? I guess we'll find out in a minute.
Down Tiger.
What?
Down Tiger.
No, she was really famous. I'm trying to remember who it is. She was really famous.
Actually, those effects look so much better, don't they?
They do. They really do. See, I normally prefer the updated special effects. See, I find the original one, especially if you watch Ark in Space, the original special effects I find kind of distracting, whereas the updated ones. Suzanne Danielle. Thank you, Stu Bauer. She was really, really famous. I just remember that. Go, wow, they got her in it. Oh, cool. Doctor Who people were lining up to getting it back then.
That is deadly, though.
Yeah, I love that. It's all this stuff that you can play in the like wherever you are. You can make it. You can replicate it in the playground. And also, it's the cheapest set to build, isn't it?
Where is his ball?
Behind the scary thing.
Oh.
And their purpose is in there.
Oh, is the door closed on it properly?
Where did they shoot this? This is a fantastic beach they're on. Didn't even have that much sand in England.
I don't think that's a beach. I think that's a bloody big sand pit.
Yeah, but like, where is that?
They have all these quarries around England. They do. They use the mine. England is known for its mining, so that looks like a mining quarry. Maybe someone in the chat would be able to tell us if you know where that was actually.
Watch the DVD. If you put on the production notes, they'll tell you everything.
Problem being says it's a quarry.
It's a very sandy quarry.
Yeah, they were probably limestone.
Right. Oh, okay. The quarry they shot. What was that poetry story in Colony in Space? Maybe. No, it was the one with the flatbed trucks. I can't remember that. But that was that just looked cold and miserable. As I say, it's fair dues to the design department. They've really kind of matched this with the look of Genesis of the Daleks. Like it seems to kind of, even though it's like 5 years later, this seems to like saved nicely visually.
Mm.
I'm surprised they would go to that much trouble. Did you see that the extra scene they put out where they found Tom Baker's scarf?
I don't think so. Man. Sorry, I've just had to change location because Ted is acting up, so I've had to come into the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just swapping things around, so just bear with me for a second.
Okay, but problem is telling us that the Ark, Binninger, Heath Sandpit, and Windspit Quarry. I wonder if they're still there. Wareham. I don't even know where Wareham is. Wherever you wish. I'm glad you put them on. I wonder if they made Lalibel's costume, or they put it off the peg. That costume is like, yeah. How they found that? That really is the perfect female version of Tom Baker's costume. What's he reading there? The Time Machine? Can't really tell. Yeah, whenever the Doctor wants to read the book, it's always a Time Machine. I would have thought that's a book he would want to read least. Yeah, I love the ears pulling up. Oh, the Origin of the Universe. Again, you can see Douglas Adams all the way through this. And it comes, I can't remember what the character's name is, but he ends up being a main player.
Right, I'm back.
There you go.
Sorry about that, folks. It's just Ted, because of the, he knows that there's something going on, and people, even when we brought him for a walk, he knows there's people out there, and he's feeding off nervous energy, and he's just not himself lately. So he kind of
we're having things. He's up a bit here in Israel. I think this week they're opening stores that aren't in malls.
Yeah, they're starting to. I think May 18th here or something. They're starting to ease some of the restrictions as well. But the social distancing has to continue, and they're basically saying, "Look, we're opening up stuff, but you still have to kind of stay indoors." So it's kind of ridiculous, but fair enough if the shops and all can figure out a way of doing it where it's not going to put the public's lives in danger any further, then fine,
right?
But I still think it's ridiculous. People are just, because the good weather, in my opinion, is the only reason why everybody is piping up. It's ridiculous, right.
It's like the best pandemic,
putting us all out. But would you rather be safe or would you rather be a corpse? I know what I'd rather. I'd rather be safe.
Right.
Well, that's me.
Well, at least he's worked out to bring his anti-radiation tablets with him this time.
Yeah.
As opposed to when he first went there on the Daleks.
That's right, yeah. Right. I think I'm all set now. I think I've got everything the way I need it to watch this.
Yeah, right now he's got such a... Oh, there we go. They're the Mavellans.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very 80s, but I still think they... When I saw them in the pilot a few years ago, they just really worked. So that's Capaldi's season 10.
Yeah,
they really work. They still work today.
Like to point out again, the other side talk about diversity.
Yeah, look at this. It's a completely diverse cast.
And I hope you are enjoying it so far, because I am. I have to be honest, the last couple of days haven't been great, but I've been sitting down, relaxing, watching a bit of stuff that I like, and I think we all have our good days and bad days. Yeah. Fecka anyway.
Problem being saying that Lala Wood only wore this outfit once. Really? It's such a... I really don't notice costumes often. It's such a good costume. How old is she there? She looks very young.
Yeah, I think she was only in her... Was she not? She was in her 20s, wasn't she?
Yeah.
What was he, in his late 30s or something?
Tom, no, he was in his late 40s.
Oh, was he?
Oh, yeah, he's a lot older than she was. I get... How far have we been at? I think we're coming up to a cliffhanger soon.
Yeah, there is a cliffhanger. 4 minutes.
Tell you, this set is pretty good. I'm telling you, the production values are far superior than I remember them being.
Yeah.
Because this is right after Empire Strikes Back came out, I think, isn't it? What year was this? 79, 80, 81?
Think so, yeah. Not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But I bet, again, you know, no diversity apparently in Doctor Who.
He's a great actor, this guy. I like his voice.
Yeah, he's got
that real, like, now, come on, Tom. How did he not know this was Skaro?
I know, true.
I mean, well, by the way, when the Magician's Apprentice started, and you saw like the biplane fly over and fire lasers, I said, that's got to be Skaro.
I actually agree with you. That was a bit of a. How did he not know?
I mean, like really, Tom. I think it's Skaro without looking at the TARDIS controls. Oh, I have to say that scarf that Lala was wearing must be a bugger to keep clean. I bet they had a bunch of those.
Oh, he was using the randomizer. That's right. He was using the
randomizer. Right. Well done.
Well done. Thank you. We forgot. Jesus. Well, Rabbi, all planets look like quarries in Wales, says Problem Bing. You're right, Problem Bing.
Well, and yeah, lots of planets have a north as well, right?
I think that costume. I love this costume on her, I have to say.
Right, it's good. And here we get the Daleks.
There we go.
Yeah, they put that. They could have ended that like 4 or 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
You know, like
We're just gonna go straight to the second one, right? So
it's rattling on.
Closing credits are happening now. It's gonna go straight into the second episode. So just go straight in. We'll pause it after the second one, so you can go and get coffee.
I tell you what, if anybody in the chat needs a break, just let us know when we come up to the cliffhanger. That's probably the best way.
So,
it just jumped.
No, mine is still playing. Mine's still going. Douglas Adams, designer, Ken, producer, and directed by Ken Grieve. And here we go now. We're on to the second one. No, actually, yeah, there we go. Second one has started. We're into the title sequence now.
I'll find a different file. 1 second.
Do you want me to pause it?
I'll catch up.
Do you want me to pause? I'm on Tom Baker's.
I'll be able to catch up. Just give me a couple of seconds to get there.
Doctor Who logos come up now. It's disappearing. Destiny of the Daleks by Terry Nation, episode 2. And there it is with Leela on the ground. No, not Leela. Roman. What the? Roman. Jesus. There she is, looking all dazed. Look, I'm confused.
The Dalek showed up yet?
No.
Blimey, they wound this back a good 5 minutes.
They did.
Bloody hell! You could have written the scene, or just make it run shorter. I can't believe what a recap they got.
No, but this is it now. They're about to burst through the wall now. Here we go.
It takes some time, I tell you. The recap should have started like...
Yeah, because your man is still getting the rope together to rescue.
Right! Oh my God!
Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm telling you,
you don't have to correct me. My head does be all over the place. He's
it's
not.
irritation.
Man.
Sure.
Jesus. I hate when I do that. Right. I think this is it now. Hold on.
Right. They should have started
do like our costume. There we go. Dalek is. Do not move.
That's where they should have started. Right here.
They came in like a wrecking ball.
You're talking about Jodie again. What are you talking? They're giving a bit of a scan for concealed weapons. Bit of a probe with the sucker. What is the name for this thing, plunger? They must have a name for it.
I don't know. I don't think there is an official name. She's very dramatic, isn't she, though? Yes!
Yeah, I don't know why she screws so much. That looked like quite a fun little slide she went down. Doctor's still hanging out with the Movellans.
Yeah, he's just asking now what they're doing on Scarrow. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm still amazed at like how dated and contemporary the Movellans look all at the same time.
Yeah. See, that's the way I like the Daleks. You know?
In what way?
Like they're more. They just seem to be less human.
Right. How many Dalek props they have back there? Probably like 3.
What?
How many Dalek props do they have then? Like 3, probably. They were running low.
You don't need many when the dialogue is this good, which it is.
Right.
But that's the way I like the Daleks talking. You know? Not all this, I feel sad. I feel alone. Get away.
Well, you know, like I like when they do that. Like occasionally when they want to do something weird with them. Like I like that they did that with what's the name? Daleks, the one that went crazy.
Yeah, Dalek Khan.
Dalek Khan, yeah, the one that went crazy. For that for me, that if you have a crazy Dalek, I'm okay with that. But yeah, this is what Dalek should be like.
See? That's the way they should be. Oh my God.
But when are they not like that?
Well, they haven't been under Moffat, and definitely not under
Moffat. Let me think.
Chibs. Well, he turned them into sailors. There was the god of all Daleks and all that crap, and then like they believed in blasphemy and all this crap. Daleks don't believe in blasphemy and all that rubbish. Get away! And then like I feel sad. I feel alone. I am alone. Get away. Daleks are killing machines. They don't have any emotion. They shouldn't be conveying any emotion.
Easy. See, I have to respectfully take a different approach here. I like that the Daleks do have emotions, but the emotions are all bad ones. They're like, You know, they get off on being angry. And I think the only pleasure.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about when they start putting all that soppy crap in. I get that they're evil and that they have evil emotions, but when they start like acting a bit too human for my liking, and that's what I believe has happened over the last few years.
Yeah, I can hear that. I can totally hear that. Yeah, why do the Daleks always need people to like carry stuff around? To like work in mines? Wouldn't they just invent like a robot task force? I guess slaves are cheaper.
Yeah, true. This is their least favorite Davros.
Yeah, this is who was it? I can't remember. I guess we'll see in the title because that thing comes up. I don't think he turns up till does he turn up this episode or the next episode? I think he turns up at the end of this episode. This is a very multicultural cast, isn't it? That guy's Asian. You can't really tell because they're all covered in dust. Oh, there you go. He's making the point I made. Daleks don't like chatting. I'm sure I know that actor from something else. The guy with the headband on. Okay, Chad, do you know where this was filmed? It looks like some like Wookiee hole or somewhere. You know, I wish they did in the in the modern era of Doctor Who when they had the Daleks. You know, we had in the classic ones we had the times when they met like primitives, like ancient Egyptians, and they're able to kill a Dalek. But now they're too fearsome. I would love them to have gone up against like the Romans or someone, and watch them take on a Dalek.
The acting in this is very good.
It really is. They're playing it very straight, isn't it? Aren't they? Oh, that must be in the background, Susan Danielle. What was she famous for? I just remember her being famous. She was like the early 80s Kim Kardashian in England. You know, I could just look her up, I guess.
But I like this episode. I like this story. This is the story where no matter what the Daleks do or the Mavillians do, they're cancelling each other out all the time.
Right. They're
endless
battle computers locked in stalemate.
Yeah, in stalemate. Yeah.
Others in 79. I was just looking this up.
Obey.
He's back again. I tell you, they had a lot of budget for dust in this episode, didn't they?
Yeah.
Here's
the thing, though. The sets look quite big, and they were probably small, but it's the way they're just being filmed.
Yeah, it's a type of camera lens, and where you put it. Did you ever see on the Pyramids of Mars DVD? They had a then and now thing where you saw.
I watched that. Yeah.
So, like, you know where they fired off the little pyramid missile from? It looked like a big. Yeah, that's all just done with a different lens, made it look huge. This is, I tell you, the production values are really strong.
Yeah, I have to say.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, Daniel, I agree with you. I don't know why that's an unpopular opinion. I think they're very good. Villain.
See, whenever I hear I think it's Roy Skelton doing the voices right now. I just hear Zippy.
Yeah, someone said that as well.
Look at the ball is broken, I think. Jeez, these things are in bad shape. See, I really like the whole Dalek stuff with the later 80s. When they brought out the white Daleks, I thought that was really cool. And then the Daleks in Remembrance of the Daleks, I just love that. Oh my god, they were so good. Yeah, this was the age when they made anything out of cut perspex.
Yeah.
What are they? Oh, right. They're you don't know what they're digging for yet, right? They're gonna tell you when it's.
Don't say that for people, just in case anybody hasn't seen it. But I say everybody has, but just in case they haven't. But yeah, I think they're a good villain. I don't know why people have a problem with the. Yes, you will.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the comic strips at the time really look like this. Looks like it comes right out of Dave Gibbons drew it.
Actually, problem being is actually asked a decent question there. Is there anybody here that hasn't actually seen this story before? Nothing to be embarrassed about, because classic Who, it can be very hard to get your hands on. There is some episodes, some stories available, but it's good that they're doing the box sets, but not with that horrible logo. But we won't go there with that. But.
I know. Listen, back in my day, getting hold of Doctor Who, you had to find somebody who had like bootleg copies. Oh my! You have no idea how easy it is nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, he's figured it out.
I wonder who do. I wonder if this is a Matt Irving story. I think it's a bit early for him, maybe. See, like again, look, this is totally colorblind casting.
Yeah, but they're not just there for for agenda or
No, this is just like we're just hiring people to be, and it comes out naturally diverse. Why? Because it's a naturally diverse society.
Yeah, and as I said, the characters actually have some meaning within this.
Right. Ooh, he looks like he's in trouble.
Yep.
Wallop, he goes down.
Obey.
I like their little declothed things on their shoulders.
Yeah.
I tell you, the updating of the Daleks for the 2005. Oh yeah, that was nice bit of special effects.
Yeah.
The updating of the Daleks it was so subtle and just so on the money. It's like these really tiny little changes made the biggest differences, and just like enhanced it. His voice reminds me of. Do you ever see that episode of Rick and Morty where they had this like cloud that's going to eat the universe, and it has this like really melodious voice?
Yeah.
That's who the voice reminds me of. Maybe it's the same guy.
That's a good episode, actually.
Years ago.
Yeah, I love Rick and Morty.
They're coming back, I think.
Coming back. Yeah, the UK premiere starts, I think, next week or something, or the week
Right.
after. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, actually. Huge fan of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty always reminded me of like Capaldi Doctor that just went a little bit, just like this went a little bit off.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, well, they can't do that now. Well, I guess that you could explain that by saying this is, early Daleks. This is just after Genesis, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't developed that technology yet. There's a lot of story that goes between the original Dalek Dalek story and like whenever you saw Skaro again. Like what happened to the Thals? From the end of the Daleks. Actually, they did a sequel in Big Finish recently, Return to Skaro, but it was really weird. It was more like Power of the Daleks with the First Doctor.
I just love Doctor. Where are you going? Dalek hunting. And then he throws his
he just talks with so much confidence and tell you can see a real change between this season and next. Like next season, he just seems so tired and ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, John Lexington Muscle worked on the season because they had City of Death in it, and he's the one who worked out how to do the overseas shooting. That's why it became a bit of a staple in the Peter Davison years. I have to say, I think these sets are better than most, as good or better than the sets we saw in the last season.
Yeah,
they really are. I was just reading an article in SFX the other day about the set design, and remember that episode where the first one, Spyfall, which you get zapped into this weird realm, the Karshavin's realm.
Yeah,
and it looks like she's just in a bunch of heating duct exhaust around her. That's apparently exactly what that was.
And destroy or exterminate, yeah. Okay.
I tell you, this segs so well with the Doctor Who magazine or Doctor Who Weekly at the time. This is exactly like the Daleks you saw there. I mean, it really is.
There he is.
Would this be Terra Nation's last script? Oh, there you go. Yeah, looking to break the stalemate. So the next one is Resurrection of the Daleks. Was that a Terra Nation story or not? I can't remember.
Oh, here he is.
It's a great cliffhanger, isn't it?
Right, guys, we will pause it right there. Actually, just no, hold on. We'll let the credits go. Let the credits go, and then just set it up for the next episode. Take us our 5-minute break. Go and get some more drink. I'm gonna get a drink, get a cup of coffee, whatever you need to get. Have the pee break. Well, so far, I have to say I'm enjoying this now.
Isn't it? It's a rattling, fun little story, isn't it? Yeah.
I do agree with people though. This Davros kind of does throw me off a little bit. So, but you can see we're not talking as much as we usually do because I'm actually engrossed.
Because we're getting sucked into it. You're absolutely right.
Right, and right, I'm ready to pause now. Right, I've paused now. So everybody go and do what they have to do. 5 minutes. So we start. It's 1 hour and 9 or 4 minutes. So 1 hour 9. We're gonna start 1 hour.
Oh, just go to the second, third episode.
So it's the third episode, guys. Number 3.
Yeah, so I'm just looking up. This is his last script for Doctor Who, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's a good story. It's not. It's not better than Genesis now, I have to be honest. But
Genesis was mostly Robert Holmes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but out of the Dalek stories, I think Genesis is my favorite.
Let me think. I mean, it is my favorite. I've just seen it so much. That,
I know, yeah. It's nice to actually. This is the thing, though. I have to admit, and you probably would agree with me, though. It's actually kind of nice when you do watch a different Dalek story. Then
right,
it actually feels fresh, doesn't it? Because yeah, everybody has. Let's be honest. I think everybody, even in the chat, has probably seen Genesis. If you had a tape, a VHS tape, it'd be wore out by now. You wouldn't be able to watch it.
Exactly.
People have watched it so many times. So yeah, it's nice to watch the other stories. To be honest with you, because it is. It feels fresh. Andrew, face of ball. Andrew's going to put the kettle on. Good man yourself. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. If anybody needs a toilet break, go ahead, guys. They've repeated it often enough. Yeah, they have.
Right, exactly.
That and Pyramids of Mars, I remember on UK TV Gold, were the two episodes or the two stories that they actually showed quite a lot. Yeah, I remember. On the old Sky box, if you remember the old Sky boxes, guys, people in UK, the Sky boxes.
Yeah, I was going to say that's just when I was about to leave England when BSB started.
All right, nice.
And I got I got a bunch of the reruns there.
Yeah, we'll do some Cybermen stories as well. Actually, do you know what? We'll mix
a
Dalek story now. So the next one we'll do a Cyberman one. Why not?
All right. Well, yeah. What Cyberman one there?
Well, Rabbi, you know what? As you're my guest, I'll let you choose the first Cyberman story.
Okay, let me think of the Cybermen. I mean, I'm just going to Google Cybermen stories and see the list.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to make any suggestions to Rabbi, but it is Rabbi's choice, and then we let you guys then pick the next Dalek story choice, and then you will get to pick the next Cybermen choice, and then obviously I'll get to pick a Dalek story, and then obviously I'll get to pick a story. So everybody is going to get to pick, right? Which is all have to kind of agree on one in the chat, if you know what I mean. So whatever story gets the most votes, and then whatever Rabbi chooses then as well. So someone wants Planet of the Daleks so far, right? So if we do the next story, there's one vote for Planet of the Daleks. So actually, as the first guy to actually mention the story, okay, that's the story. That's how we'll do it, right? So Planet of the Daleks is the next Dalek story we'll do.
And Stuart Bowser is suggesting Tomb of the Cybermen, which I don't think I can argue with. I think that is the archetypal Cybermen story. It has
right. And I think you've already given me that one, if I'm correct.
Well, but no, I don't think, but I'll upload it for you, no problem.
Yeah, because I did have it on that site. I will double check that site again because I got flustered.
Whenever we have Watchalong scheduled, I'll make sure I just have it uploaded so you're ready if need be.
Right. So there you go. We've already chosen the stories, right? So Tomb of the Cybermen. So that's Rabbi's choice. Well, is that Stuart's? Right. We'll start off with you guys first to make it fair. So Tomb of the Cybermen and Planet of the Daleks is the two stories chosen by two of our subscribers, right?
Do you remember when Tomb was found?
What?
Do you remember when Tomb was found and they released it on VHS?
No.
You don't? Oh
no,
man, in the 90s.
Yeah, I was a kid, man. I told you Ireland was pretty bad for Doctor Who stuff.
Right.
You really had to go and look for stuff. We've only got a few comic book stores over here in Ireland as well, especially Dublin. So it's very, very hard unless you ordered stuff. And back in those days, you had to order stuff from post. If you remember, you couldn't you couldn't go onto the internet.
Oh, that's a good little segue. Season 14 Blu-rays there's a lot of mystery going on about that right now.
I know. I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's happening with it. Have they withdrawn it? Are they? I don't know what they're doing with it. But you can't buy it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently, that people that have said people have gotten messages say that their copy is going to be sent out, but doesn't look like it's happening. I don't know what's going on, but that is.
I saw somebody on YouTube had an unboxing, so somebody.
Yeah, that's it. It is interesting, though. Yeah, right. Revenge of the Cybermen. Well, we've already but what we'll do, as I said, we will do Tomb, right? We're going to do Planet of the Daleks, right? Because they're the subscribers' choices. We will come around and ask another two of you. So Stuart and Sadako 24 have made their choices now, so they'll be excluded from the next choice. So the next two subscribers. So when I ask you to pick the first two that come up with episodes, that's the way we'll do it. So Rabbi will choose another Cybermen story during the week. I will choose one as well, and we'll both choose our Dalek stories as well. And then we'll let you know in advance, so you can even if some of you don't have the stories, you can go and look for them. We'll give you plenty of notice this time. Right. I hope everybody is ready. We're going to let Rabbi do the countdown.
Okay. Here we go then.
So we're on part 3 now. Part 3, guys. Remember.
5, 4.
Wait, Rabbi. Wait. Give me a second. Rabbi.
Sorry.
Wait. Hold your horses.
I got excited.
Right, go for it, man. Go for it, my friend.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. And we're off.
Destiny of the Daleks by Terry Nation, Episode 3.
How far back they start this time? Not bad last time. Last time was crazy.
Now, we're about to see Davros again. Well,
sort of.
We call him Davros, but we don't really like this Davros.
I can't remember who played him in this one.
Do you know what problem being? I used to always say that about this title sequence, that it was the best. But I have to be honest with you, after seeing the Patrick Troughton one animation, I have to be honest, I think the Patrick Troughton one is probably the best one. I like Patrick Troughton's.
Oh, so you mean this mask just doesn't fit at all?
Davros lives. He just doesn't have the voice or something.
Right. But I think the mask is just not. This is what the not John Wisher's mask. It's the other one. They re-sculpted it for the next story, and it works so much better.
See you later, Charlotte. Thanks for popping in. Guys, do us a favor. Don't forget to share the stream. Obviously, like the stream if you are liking what you are hearing. And don't forget to subscribe to Rabbi's channel as well, guys. And, it's always good to support a fellow YouTuber out there. So, and I got a message off Gary. He says that we're going to be streaming very soon on his channel. So, yeah, that's actually great news. He texted me last night to say we'll be streaming soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, cool. What, Nerdrotic?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's been on the books now for a few months. It's just with all the stuff that's happened with the fandom and all the other stuff that he's been dealing with.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
Both of us have haven't been the right time. So now we actually are with this lockdown now. It's a bit easier now. So yeah, something I'm looking forward to, you know. This Davros's bargain basement, says Daniel.
It really is, isn't it? I'm like,
Love you, Daniel. Brilliant.
who's that hand
I
on?
knew these. Do you know what, though? When I seen the scene earlier when one of them died, I was like, they're not really dead. I was like, there's something about them. They're not dead. Yeah, switch them off. Oh.
Might give him a bit of a dust. Clean him up a bit.
I tell you, I'd love one of those custom Davros chairs, and then the actual costume, the mask. You know, someone actually photoshopped me head onto Davros, and it actually looked very well. I'd actually be a good Davros, I think.
There you go. You have a calling.
That's it.
Oop. Bit of DIY.
That's it. Mega Geek is still doing the Doctor Who fan film. Sure, if you're looking for a Davros, mate, you know, there's not much acting in that. You know, could do Davros for you. Could bring Davros back.
You know, you can really see the BBC still having like total confidence in this show right now. Like when it got to, I don't know. I think.
Do you think it was because his relationship with herself kind of broke down, and maybe there was just, you know, he just had enough then? Do you think working on the show
You know, I
and
think
then actually being together probably would have had an effect, because we were constantly around each other, and then they probably both seen Doctor Who as a kind of a, you know.
Well, yeah, like for Tom Baker, it was a bunch of things. It was the I think he didn't get on with John Nathan Turner. I mean, not that well anyway. He didn't like change. He was being reined in. He was just in the middle of a divorce, you know. It's never fun. And yeah, I think it's pretty fair. You could say he was a chronic alcoholic at the time as well.
He's just a bit cute. Do you know what? The reason why he worked as the Doctor, and I think he's the most definitive with fans, it's not just that. He was a weird looking fella, if you don't mind me saying. Like, he kind of had a unearthly look about him. Do you know that sort of?
Absolutely. Oh man, this mask is terrible. It's really let the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Jeez, they should have just cut the mouthpiece off and put it with makeup at that point.
It doesn't look good at all.
So that's his big plan. He's going to make a new weapon for them that will do the trick.
Yeah. And problem being, says, this scene made me a Whovian at the age of 4. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
It's funny. He just looks so like 80s at the time, but
Yeah.
well, I'm glad they had that computer to tell them that. Davros, creator of Daleks, humanoid mutant.
I'd love to get my hands on the Dalek as well.
Oh yeah, wouldn't you? Yeah, wouldn't we all?
Oh, I tell you, that'd be me ultimate.
What Dalek would you get?
Oh, do you know what I would actually love? The what's the name for it? It's the Dalek with the big huge gun.
With the big what? Bum?
The gun.
Oh, the special weapons Dalek.
The special weapons Dalek. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I'd love to get my hands on.
Right.
Because it's unique, and probably for me, because obviously it was the first Dalek story that I'd ever watched, which was Genesis. So I'd probably get the original Genesis Dalek as well.
Special weapons Dalek was in Remembrance of the Dalek.
Yeah, Remembrance, yeah. Which we will get around to.
Oh, that's a fantastic story.
We'll do them all, guys. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not going to stop doing Classic Who, and I'm not going to stop calling these idiots out either. There you go. You have one. Yeah. But I would love a full-scale model.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't we all?
And one that I can actually get in and remote control myself. Oh, I'm such a kid.
Yeah, I was so excited. What year was Remembrance? That would be 80. Be 87. No, 88, I think. It'd be either 87, 88, or maybe like 16, 17. I remember being just so excited that Day Remembrance was going to come on. I was like excited all day.
Yeah. Just do us a favor, don't mention them two idiots in the live chat. Don't want to know. It doesn't exist, remember?
I'm looking at the chat to work out what you're talking
about. Tweedledee and Tweedledum of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't exist, you remember? We don't talk about it because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Well, you know, they said that canon doesn't mean anything, so their canon doesn't mean anything.
Davros is my favorite Doctor Who character, says Daniel.
He's a good character.
Oh, this is where he tells Davros what they've achieved now.
He is a fantastic design character, though. You know, even with this terrible mask.
Oh, it was. Whoever came up with the concept of Davros, I forget who it was, but whoever did, absolute genius.
Oh, here they come. Who'd have thought that a pit of wool wouldn't stop the Daleks? What do I say they obeyed Davros? They weren't so. I mean, like I guess they wanted him, but obey him? Not so much.
Huh? You can hear the squeak of the wheels. It's funny.
Oh, I tell you, if they do new computer effects in this, just CGI a mouth on this Davros, it's awful.
Yeah.
Again, I bet the problem they have with these villains we're keeping them clean. Those costumes must get dirty so easily. I like that little hexagon filter they put on their screen.
Yeah, it's very good though, isn't it? I love that effect.
Well, yeah, the director was Ken. Who was it? Ken Grieve was the director. He knows how to do the Daleks like from do them at low angles. Is that a draconian behind them?
Oh,
it's a draconian outfit anyway. Oh, he didn't complain much. He was like, okay, fine, I'm done.
but I mean, you know what I mean? That's the Daleks are just like killing 2 people in cold blood, and they're killing them.
Yeah, the stuff is taken directly from World War II. Okay, so they've basically folded to everything.
Yeah.
Who played him again? This Davros? This Bargain Basement Davros? I'm looking at the wrong Dalek, sorry. David Goodison.
Go, run, you feckers. Get out of there. Go, 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 go.
Shuffle then, if not run. Tell you, they're not wrong about the 3rd episode always being the one that drags.
Yeah.
I think when they cut the seasons down to 14 episodes, it was quite a good idea doing those 3-parters.
You need not elaborate, Doctor. I love that from Davros.
Well, I guess he's been in suspended animation for 300 years, he said. So, okay, fanish question. Do you think this is set before or after the Daleks? The first story.
What? Say that again?
Do you think this is set before or after the Daleks? The first story.
Oh, no. This is definitely after. Wouldn't it?
I don't know. Like, Davros was forgotten about by the time the Daleks started. This was from Genesis. This was like after Genesis. Genesis was right at their beginnings. They weren't. I think the Daleks were set after this.
Yeah, we were only talking about that earlier, face with Bo Andrew, that this episode had a very diverse cast, but also every character in it actually had something to do and actually wasn't pointless. You know, it wasn't there to tick boxes. They were actually there to actually perform a task.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think just makes it so sad. Oh, the problem being, it says the theory is the original '60s ones were the latest version of the Daleks. So that made the Evil of the Daleks like their final story, sort of. Do not fight in here. I love that. Dude, what else did this guy direct? He's a really good director.
I know. It's very cleverly done, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got. I mean, his camera angles are great.
Yeah.
Ken Grieve. I'm looking him up.
Oh.
Oh, did the Omega Factor that year? That was huge. Oh my god, that was so huge. I think he's he's brown bread now. He died 4 years ago.
That was obviously a piece of liver or something that they used for that scene.
Right.
Funny.
They like their Perspex tubes in Doctor Who, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you don't have a story. It's not a good story without a Perspex tube.
This is set 100 years after Genesis, says Daniel. Is there an actual order to watch these Dalek stories? Like, I know the order that they appeared in the actual show, but have fans actually, swapped them around a bit and tried to put them in an order that they think that they should be in, if you get what I'm trying to say?
Interesting. Dalek chronology. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I'm looking at this on the Dalek Timeline on TARDIS.fandom.com wiki.
Right.
Let's see what it says. Okay, so this is the order they do it in. It's Genesis of the Daleks, followed by the Magician's Apprentice and Witch's Familiar. Then where's the next story? And look, there's all the comic stories. They're giving all that stuff. Wow, I'm going through it, and I still haven't got to the TV story.
Yeah, I don't count them off as story, says Sadako. I agree. I don't know if fans have threw those in. No, I'm just talking about what order in the classic. If there is an order,
I really love the Wizard's Apprentice, the Witch's Familiar. I really love that two-parter.
It's thousands of years after Genesis, says problem being. Doctor said so in the last episode. I mustn't have been paying attention, man, to be honest with you.
I thought you said like hundreds of years after.
Centuries.
Yeah, centuries, not thousands. Yeah. Well, that's the trick.
So, is there have they put them into a certain order, or?
I'm looking at this one now. It's really complex. It's got all the audios, all the comic strips, the game, the Eternity Clock, like everything Dalek. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, why not? The Doctor said thousands. Well, it doesn't matter whether it's hundreds or thousands. It's still like, is this story before or after Genesis? I think is the question anyway. So, that's why I asked Rob to have a look into it. So he's going to try up on the chat there for you to have a look at.
Yep. countdown clock.
I'm pretty sure he said thousands of years in episode 2. It doesn't really matter.
I thought that it exterminated hundreds of years ago.
I
But
thought
it doesn't matter.
years as well. I thought that's what I actually did here, but look, to be honest with you, you know, second episode I was moving around, so
right,
because I was fixing stuff while I was because my phone kept going off.
Tube cheap from the Sirens from Pyramids of Mars. Yeah, they kept Sarah Jane in for a few minutes. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, that was not an impressive cliffhanger. It was like 35 seconds till the clock ran down.
Now we're just gonna go straight into the second one, right? So we're just letting the title, the closing sequence go, and we're just gonna go straight in to the very last episode. Actually, we're on time and all, Rabbi. Actually, so we're good. We're good. We've done well. So, well, listen. It's. I think it said it's at the end of Genesis. The Doctor says he set the Daleks back by 1,000 years. Right. So it is after Genesis.
Whereabouts are you right now? Is the fourth episode started yet?
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you see the Doctor Who logo.
Right. Right, Tom's face has just showed up.
All right.
The logo now.
There you go. Yeah, we're on the same
page. Destiny of the Daleks. By Terry Nation. Episode 4. Tom Baker walking. There we go.
Let's see what countdown clock starts at this time.
Listen, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching with me and Rabbi. We really do appreciate the continued support to these little streams. You know, we do know that there actually is a cry out for classic Who. So do me a favor, if you see people on Twitter or Facebook talking about how they'd like to see a classic tweet along, well, why not direct them to the TARDIS Zone channel? Let them know that we do some, and all they have to do is just get the episode and they can watch with us and we can have our own little so just let people know that we do classic watch-alongs and discussions on this channel. Okay,
if anyone but is watching this, not watching, Tom Baker just got shot in the head by a Magellan.
Yes, he did with our pink ridiculous laser-looking guns.
The disco laser.
Do you know what they remind me of? Don't know if anybody remembers those little guns that you used to get that used to shoot the balls out, and they look like that. You pour it. It was like a claw. You'd hold it.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. That's what that looks like.
Yeah.
The pink Dyson, says John. Yeah, that's a good one.
So the next one, it starts off with Davros is in a prison, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I'd buy it, and I'd love BBC to do a decent game, like a game that you could pour on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, about the Doctor having in the Time War. You know?
Oh, there's so much they could do with it. I really hope they were going to do a Doctor Who like virtual reality game and have it like come out in installments. Have it like monthly, and each month you can have the first month will be like the first Doctor, then the second Doctor, and I really think that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything about Time Lord Victorious since they announced it?
Nah, nothing. I'll keep an eye on it anyway, because it's not new. You know what I mean? It's not this era. I might have jumped the gun with that one, but I'll have a look and see if there's anything worth talking about on it, but I do want to know the details anyway. Be
Right.
interested.
Again, if they were smart, right after the Stolen Earth Watchalong, they would have announced it, and they would have done with pre-orders. They would have made a myth.
You know, Big Finish were really clever as well. As I said, they could animate some of their popular stories.
Oh, that's a fortune. Like that animation stuff, that is a fortune.
I know.
Even this cheap animation they use.
They could make a fortune as well.
Oh, they could make a fortune. They probably can.
They would. They'd make a fortune on some of the.
I don't know. I really don't know that they would.
Think about it. If they animated the Paul McGann series, you mean to tell me that people wouldn't go and buy Paul McGann if they had the Big Finish audio and then they found out that they were going to be animated? You mean to tell me that fans?
I'm like a big Finish guy. That really wouldn't interest me so much.
So
you actually, you know what would
Mandela effect? Why are you suffering the Mandela effect? Tell me what's wrong. What have you noticed that's completely different? You've obviously noticed something. What is it?
I love the Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect is. I do kind of have some sort of belief in it, to be honest with you, because there is a lot of things unexplained. But what is your Mandela effect? Oh, face of Bo Andrew with a 5 Canadian, I think it's Canadian dollar, is it?
I think so.
If you only do Classic Who every weekend for the next 10 years, I'm in. Fantastic. We will be doing a lot of Classic Who. Don't worry, we will make it. We do. That was the plan anyway, to make it a kind of a weekly thing. So we'll do that anyway. Thank you for the 5. I think it's Canadian dollars. So thank you for that. I'll throw that up there. Thank you. I appreciate that. The 1,000 years I was convinced about. Problem being, I think you might be right. I think it's either a couple of centuries or a couple of 1,000 years. We don't know. Both sides is having different answers to it. So maybe we'll have to all check it up and see, because I'm not sure. I thought it was a couple of hundred years after, but then I thought the doctor did say I set them back a couple of hundred years. I didn't think he said a couple of 1,000 years, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I love this bit with them playing paper scissors rock. It's a really clever way of demonstrating an idea of stalemate to a kid.
Exactly. This is a brilliant explanation. You're right.
Right. It's really clever. It's really clever.
Yeah. I love this scene. See, he's gonna do this. Yeah, because it's logic to him. And I was right, it is Canadian. Thank you, Face of Bo Andrew. Really appreciate it. And don't worry, pal, we'll be doing a lot more of this. It was the plan originally with me and Rabbi to be doing a lot of this, so we will.
Yeah, they rattle on like that.
We do enjoy them. I have to say we did enjoy the new Who one that we did a couple of weeks back, but we do enjoy doing the classic ones, and there is some epic stories that actually do. I'd like us to actually do Inferno at one stage.
Oh, it's a great story. I love that story.
That'll be easy to do because the fact that I have the actual DVD there, so we won't have any problems with that one. I also have the 5 Doctors as well, which we'll do at some stage as well. Look, we have loads to do.
Yeah,
we'll get them done. We'll get them done. Look, there's a cry out for this, to be honest with you. I see it on Twitter every day. So the more you let people know, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, then, you know, the whole point of this is, as well, is if this can get big, hopefully if we can get it big enough, get enough people watching, we can probably highlight it with the other crowd, and then they'll see then there might be an opportunity for them to do something, because I do believe there is no excuse to be doing a classic tweet along, and I don't buy the excuse that it's hard for some fans to access it. Listen, I'm sorry, right? This is how I look at it, right? You've been pandering to the new side for long enough with the new Who watch-alongs anyway. So what if some of these fans don't have the classic episodes? There's going to be plenty of us that will. So the tweet along will still be a success. So I don't get it. You know what I mean? They've been pandering to that side for long enough. Why not just give us something, a night where we could celebrate classic Who? No excuses. And I love these Daleks. Jesus Christ, man. This is the way a Dalek should be written. We should do the brain of Morbius. I knew. But you know what, though? If I do that one, we might have a bigger panel for that one. Because this is the one big sticking point that these pro Joes have. That'll probably be interesting to smash in front of them. So maybe we'll get Ballstreck and a couple of...
I heard another theory for the faces in the brain of Morbius that they all like latch onto, which makes a lot more sense to me. The theory is that they were fake incarnations that Tom Baker's Doctor conjured up to throw off Morbius.
I love this. They're playing rock, paper, scissors, yeah? And the Doctor's like, what would we do? Like, they're trying to figure out a way to get out. Oh, there's the ray gun. That ray gun looks like an ice cream cone.
I'm surprised they didn't share to make it on Blue Peter. Yeah, and a move for a jelly baby.
I love jelly babies. If you haven't had a jelly baby, you haven't lived.
Oh man, they're fantastic.
And you have to get the Bassett, you have to get the proper jelly babies. Never get the cheap imitations. You have to get the proper jelly babies. You can only eat the real jelly babies, man. I hate the imitations, man.
I haven't even seen the imitation ones.
Oh, they're cheap. Yeah, the Bassett ones, I think, are the proper jelly babies. But you can now that the fans throw up. They're not the proper ones. Would you like a jelly baby? I've been craving them all week. He says he finished the pack today. Fair play to you. I love jelly babies, yeah. Carnival of Monsters discuss. We'll do Carnival of Monsters as well. Listen, I'm willing to even do stories that aren't considered great stories, just so we can relive them again. I want us to have fun doing this.
We won't do fun. We should do Delta and the Bannerman. That's crazy. Yeah, I always thought these were like super cool with all the bombs on them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do Invasion of the Dinosaurs as well, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I actually don't mind that
Basement,
story, though. I know the CGI is absolutely ridiculous in it, but I actually don't mind that story. I actually like it. Your man that plays Noida in Genesis plays the Doctor in that one. Or the Professor, or wherever he is, the X, whatever. Daniel, it was a mind battle, but these people just, they latch on to Anton to make their point.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Oh, no one down. Okay, this is a very, very, very multicultural cast.
Yeah.
Tom Baker was just so in the zone at this time.
He was. This is fun. Best part of my weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No problem. I'm glad you. Do you know what? I do enjoy the streams, as I said, with Rabbi anyway. I do look forward to them. They always put a smile on my face. So,
That's good.
Because me and Rabbi, we don't always agree. And, that's what makes it fun as well. But, I mean, we could both say, these people that accuse me and Rabbi and others of not being fans of Doctor Who, I think it's quite evident.
Yeah. Well, how much
Yeah.
Try telling my wife I'm not a fan of Doctor Who. She'll be like, "What?
You're not a fan of Doctor Who?" I'd find that, yeah. Jesus, yeah. If I told my wife that, Jesus, she'd be shocked. In the TARDIS zone, LOL. Yeah, he was in the zone. In the TARDIS zone. Rabbi is awesome, says Daniel. Yes, he
Thank you
is.
very much. I can't argue with you. You and my grandmother agree."
Oh.
God rest her soul. Tell you, my grandmother, my mother passed away before my grandmother, and so my grandmother ended up living in Israel, and she was like very frail when she came out, and this was just like 10 years before me, and she got such a like boost for she ended up living. He had like about a 6 month life expectancy. He ended up living like another 15 years.
Wow. That's
Good
fantastic.
weather does it to you, I'm telling you.
It's problematic to have differing opinions. You're cancelled now.
Yes. Oh god, I just hope the whole council culture is going to cancel itself. Well, I'm pretty sure the reason they're only doing like the new series is because that's what Emily Cook likes, right? And she has contacts with all those people.
Yeah.
How old is she? She looks like mid-20s.
Yeah, she's made. Look. I'm not attacking her because, in fairness, as I said, I understand why the tweet alongs are focused on New Who because the people that are running it, the people behind it, are all in their mid-20s. But what they've got to understand is that there's a whole other fandom that are a little bit older that have been neglected for 2 years since this regime has took over. And it would go a long way with this side of the fandom if they made a genuine effort to include fans that have had a problem and have these classic watch-alongs.
Right. Oh, I love this scene. Is this where he gets this? Yeah, but I remember this so clearly watching this in '79. Yeah, so a bunch of these ones were just like vacuum formed. They didn't even have the Dalek balls on the side. It's funny, it's the classic episode story City of Death was the story that Russell T Davies used to convince Julie Gardner they could make a Doctor Who in the modern day. So this is what I think the template should be. And you can kind of see that if you watch City of Death.
Mm.
So funny. Nick Briggs is just so synonymous with the Dalek voices now. I wonder who the next Dalek person is going to be.
Yeah.
Yes, we've all come home from the pub like that.
Oh, I've never been. No, I have been bad, but never been that bad. But yeah, I remember I was over at my friend's house one time, and his dad cracked open a couple of bottles of wine while he was having these cans of Budweiser. I said, "Feck it, I'll drink wine." We had 2 bottles of red wine. Fucking, we knocked them back. We literally knocked them back, glass after glass after glass. Then decided to go home. I literally walked. My house was literally across the road, but there was a big, huge roundabout that I had to walk around. I must have walked around it 3 times before I figured out that I was actually walking around in circles. So it was that bad.
Yes, that's what I call nicely drunk.
Yeah. It was nice. I went in, made myself a big dirty sandwich, ate that straight up, washed the face, brushed the teeth, and fell into the bed. And that was the last thing I remember. But I never wake up with a hangover, which is great.
Well, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, how old am I now?
Yeah.
I'm 41 this year.
You don't get hangovers yet? I look, when I was in my mid-20s, I didn't get hangovers. Now, I get real hangovers.
Yeah. 41 in June. Next month is my birthday. Yeah.
I love that. This hat over the eye stalk.
Be doing feck all for it this year, though, to be honest.
Well, I don't think anyone was doing anything for anything.
Yeah. Which I don't mind, because I don't really celebrate my birthday anyway. It's only since I've been married to Cheryl that we've kind of celebrated and made an effort. But I don't mind, for me, perfect birthday for me is having Cheryl and Teddy around, and just sitting down with her and watching something. So,
listen, to me, if you want to do something nice to me, I love this scene, by the way.
Yeah, that was funny.
To me, you want to do something nice to me, you give me anything that was a punishment when I was 7. You let me go to bed, you send me to my room, they're all great. I love this scene. We get Stavros to explode the Daleks, press the trigger.
Nelly the elephant packed the trunk and said goodbye to the circus.
Right, I remember this is how he ends up in the prison.
Does everybody remember that song?
Oh yeah. What happened to you? He's going to be frozen, and then in a few years, he'll be in a Peter Davison story. Yeah, and this prison that hold him will be so good it actually gives him a much better, more realistic mask and a different actor to play him.
Yeah.
Tell you, a lot of the technology around whatever this era is based around hitting big red buttons.
Yeah. You're right. I just love the way he just he does what he has to do and he just runs away. Just gone. I'm out of here. See you later. Did my bit. Good luck.
Yeah, now we get that cool effect thing when they take off again. Yeah, I really can't believe they were never brought back the Mavellums. They're really good. They're really good species.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I love the whole aesthetic of them, like burying themselves into the earth. Oh yeah, they got to get the TARDIS out. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't have asked them for a hand to get the TARDIS out before they left.
There, look at the color of it.
It really is.
Told you. This is something about it. Those rocks look so fake. It's unbelievable.
They really do, though. I was like, she's kicking those pretty easily.
Exactly. You stalemate. That's it. Is that why you always win? Because you always make mistakes. Brilliant. Oh, there's a bit of a cliffhanger. Oh no, there wasn't this one. Yeah.
They can do cliffhangers in between stories back then. Well, that was a lot of fun.
There you go. I actually enjoyed that one. Yeah, good story, good solid story. So, listen, before you do go, obviously we always do this. Would you like to give it a rating, and or do you want to do each episode individually, or do you want to rate it overall?
I'll just rate it overall. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to give it an 8.5. That's actually a much higher rating than I thought I was going to give it.
Yeah, I would actually have to agree with you. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be better than Genesis, in my opinion, but it's definitely around an 8 and 8.5. So I'd be in agreement. So me and Rabbi actually agree. Yeah. So 8.5. What do you guys, before we leave anyway? Is there anything else actually, Rabbi, you'd like to add about the episode, the story actually, I should say, before we actually finish up?
I really can't think of anything. It was really fun.
There's not much to really pick at, is there? I mean,
no, there really isn't. It's like, look, episode 3 is a bit paddy.
Yeah,
I can think of really. Probably the Davros mask is horrible, but
I agree. 7.5 from Daniel. Sadako 24 gives it a 7. Problem Being gives it a 7. So we've got a couple of 7s. Face of Bow. Andrew says Hoovians United with 2 kisses. And he also wrote, where was his? I think he wrote another one. Absolutely fantastic, was it? Where is it? Fantastic. That was just fantastic. I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it's, as I said, good solid episode. There wasn't really much. I mean, the updated special effects look great. I have to admit, the TARDIS, the color of it looks a little better to me, if you ask me. I do. There's a couple of 8s there. John Kip gives it an 8. Stuart also gives it an 8. So yeah, I think everybody's 7, 7.5, 8. I think that is actual a fair rating of this story, to be honest with you. So next week for this, we said we'll do Cyberman story. So we'll do Tomb of the Cyberman next week for everybody. But of course, me and Rabbi will be back on Monday. Obviously, I'll fill him in with the other news, and then we will at some stage. We might do it tomorrow if we could squeeze the time in. We'll try get the movie Watchalong done, and other stuff. Have you got anything up and coming? Oh yeah, boy, it's Sunday. So I forgot, Rabbi. Competition.
What's the next episode? What's after Long Game?
It was
Yeah, I think. Oh, Father's Day.
Father's
Interesting
Day.
choice.
Yeah, well, forgot tomorrow we actually have the other one. Oh, new Who watch along. Forgot Rabbi. Sorry, yeah. So we've got the long game because we said we were going to do the 2, didn't we?
Oh, we're not doing. Yeah, we was.
Oh no, we're skipping the long game. So we're just do Father's Day because nobody was really in the humor of doing
right
the long game. So Father's Day tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, we'll do that. I actually love that episode as well. Good story, good solid story.
Shame about the writer.
So yeah, yeah. I forgot who it is. Yeah, but we'll do it. I'm just not going to give him any praise. I'm just going to watch the episode.
You got to separate the art.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm just going to let Rabbi do most of the talking for that one. I will add a few points to it, but I'm not going to praise. No, sorry, not praising anybody.
I better watch it so I have something to say.
That's it. No, we'll be watching it together. We'll do it together. I'm just gonna watch it and.
Well, again, you have to remember this is whoever wrote it is everything is filtered through Russell T Davies. You know, like in a big way.
Yeah, I get you.
So, like I especially this first year, the scripts were very, very Russell T Davies.
That should give me plenty of time to get a decent copy. Thanks. Of what? Tomb of the Cybermen. There might be a way of getting it to you. I don't know. Hold on, I have that, don't I, somewhere? Did you send that to me, or did I? You sent
I don't think so, but I can totally upload it.
I'll tell you what, Colin. Anybody has a problem?
Be in contact. We'll
Tomb of the Cybermen. When I get it sent to me, send me your email address, and what I'll do is I'll send you what I get sent off Rabbi, because Rabbi also sends the episode, the each episode, but he also sometimes gives you the special features as well, which is great.
I do my best.
We'll get that. So to Tomb of the Cybermen. So we have a whole week. So if anybody needs it, let me know, or let Rabbi know, and we'll guarantee to get as many.
Yeah,
as I said, we want to get as many watching days, right? So you can go out down on Twitter and say, on the Tired Zone, they're doing classic watch along and discussion. We did too.
Right.
You know, that sort of way. Word of mouth is how we're gonna succeed with these guys. So
this week I'll make like a nice thumbnail for it that we can put on Facebook, we can put on Twitter.
Yes.
People can we'll have the same production value, and maybe we should do a hashtag.
Yes. Yes, we will. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually, Rabbi. We'll do some little. Yeah, we'll try do some little promos on the lead.
Yeah, we'll do something like "Be Like Us." We'll get hashtag "Be Like." How about that?
Right, so we'll do that. Yeah, Rabbi, we'll do that. Right, so everybody then we can generate the hype for it, and you guys then can actually help with that as well. And listen, we really do. Me and Rabbi, we have to say it. Really do appreciate all the support that you give both channels. Without you guys, of course, we wouldn't be still doing what we're doing. So we appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to add. I've actually enjoyed tonight. Good story. Rabbi, I forgot it wasn't Sunday, so I was asking you, do you want to do the competition? But that's tomorrow. But have you up and coming on your channel tomorrow before you stream with me? I know you throw loads of videos up. Have you any in the works?
Well, I got my guy who's doing the reading of my short story,
right?
And then he's really into it, so I might actually make that a regular thing, like do a weekly fiction post, and then I might do something responding to this article in Vox that Emily Cook posted about fandom. I got to read it first, but it basically says you got to worry. It talks about the fundamentalists, which I just think it's like it's completely.
Send it to me. I tell you what, we'll do something on that. Right, I know you'll be doing your own separate video. I might do a separate video on that, but then we'll come on then and we'll actually talk about that as well.
Yeah, look, I'm putting the link to you in the private chat right now.
Right, no problem. All right, let's see.
And again, the only reason I do that is because it's what the Emily Cook posted.
Yeah, how do I? Yeah, but hold on. How do I move this now from this private chat onto so? Yeah.
I think if you just you got to copy and paste. Here, 1 second. I'll send it to you.
Send it to us through Twitter. Send it to us through Twitter or Messenger, whatever one's easier for you. Because you know me with technology, I'm just.
There you go. I just sent you the link.
Nice. Right, listen, guys. I can see that a lot of you are thanking us. You don't need to, guys. It's our pleasure.
Oh, totally our pleasure.
We love doing what we do anyway. You know, especially these. Love doing them. And we look forward to throughout the year anyway. Bring these more of these, and I hope you can join us for them all. And hopefully we can build up some sort of audience. I have to say though, you know, we do get a few watching, and it does be interesting a few hours later then to see how many have actually watched, and we're getting, you know, people are enjoying them, that we're getting the views. By the way, I just want to actually say to you, Rabbi, because you are part of the panel, the Timeless Children. So I was checking last night. I was when I was writing up the new playlist for the video I was doing today, I was checking on their streams for Series 12. The Timeless Children panel that we did, 4,300 and something views.
Wow. Well, people were upset. Yeah, people wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
People still want to talk about it. Either people want to talk about it, or people want to not talk about it at all ever again.
Yeah. And the like to dislike ratio as well is actually quite telling as well, because there was more likes on this video than dislikes. Yeah, so it was quite telling. So yeah, the Timeless Children panel. If you haven't actually, because I see there is a few new names in here. If you haven't actually watched any of the panels that we did during Series 12, it would actually be very interesting to go back and listen to what we actually said at the time, but I can't be actually, you know, I can't listen to myself again. But if you guys haven't heard them, I would suggest that you go and listen to them. But the last stream, though, Rabbi will tell you, the last stream got very heated, it got very emotional. Everybody was, there was a stunned, you could just see on everybody's face when I start the stream. It's like as if we've all just come from a funeral. It
really was like that. It really was
devastating. It was. I never felt like this was something. This for everybody else now. I lose it, but everybody else I could see was just stunned. I think it hit everybody, but it as soon as I start talking. You can hear it. My voice starts cracking a few, and then I just go. I just totally, like I did the other day. I don't know any time. I just think about what they've done. It's horrible. But yeah, I want to say thank you because, you know, I could have been ridiculed a lot more for that than I was.
I think so. I mean,
few people did try and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank everybody that did support that stream and go and watch them. Seriously, go and watch the panels again. Even if you have watched them, go back and listen to what we said.
But whatever you do,
valid points back in the day. We made a lot of valid points, and they still hold true. Rabbi, of course, Rabbi's. It was interesting. Jason was interesting as well because obviously Jason was looking at it from a new fan perspective. Rabbi was interesting because Rabbi, as you all know, has always been the optimist. but you get to see during those panels that Rabbi is. You can see that his opinions start to slowly but surely. He becomes, I won't say militant, that's the wrong word to use from Rabbi, but you can really tell that as the weeks go on, Rabbi is getting annoyed.
Okay, they're so hard to watch. I mean, it's much easier to go and rewatch our streams than it is to rewatch the actual episodes.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to someone I think my daughter, just how awful the episode with the guy with the fingers was. What's the name of the stupid episode?
What one?
The one gone with the guy with the fingers, where she had the socially awkward thing. She couldn't say anything to Graham. But I was just trying to explain how crap the monster was with the fingers that went in the ears.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Exactly. Nobody can remember because who cares? Nobody cares. That's just the bottom line. This era is, oh god. As soon as it's over, the better. That's what I'd say. Okay, I have to go to bed. I am
Yeah, no problem. Rabbi, as usual, it's been an absolute honor, my friend.
It's been a pleasure as always.
You go and get your beauty sleep now. And I will.
Pleasure. And we'll speak tomorrow night.
Yes, because we've got loads to do. But I'll talk to you tomorrow, my friend. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, Rabbi. And in answer to Colin's question, how are you feeling about the Time Lord Victorious? At the moment, I am cautiously optimistic, but it'll be interesting to see how they're going to do this, and are they going to make it affordable so all fans can take part and not just obviously have it for fans that can actually afford it, which will be what I'll be looking out for. That's the most important for me, value for money. I think this fandom has been, for 3 years now, been taken on a bit of a ride and haven't been treated with the most respect. So it's about time that BBC gave something back, and all these licensees, if they're producing all this stuff, hopefully they can make them at a price that we can all, at least, because I'd like to do it. If I was going to do it, I'd like to be able to do the whole lot and not just get one bit and be left out with the other part. I'd like to be able to do the whole lot. Right, guys, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. We will talk just tomorrow as usual. Me and Rabbi will be back tomorrow. We'll do a couple of streams. We might have a couple of streams anyway. We'll see. We'll see how it goes anyway. But listen, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. And we shall talk to you very, very soon. And stay safe. Look after yourselves and all that. And I just want to make sure I've got the right one. I think I do. Right, good night.